something that can go wrong when we are thinking about parts work or internal family systems is that we can think each and every one of the little parts is like sacred wisdom and we need to follow it completely. So when we think of internal family systems, think of the word family, okay? So what you've got going on inside of you is all these little parts, okay? And in the work that I do, I primarily look at physical sensations, and that's how we connect to parts. But it doesn't matter which way you do it, whether you do it internal family systems, if you do body dialogue like I do with physical sensations, if you do ages like I do with my parts work therapist, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that we're not thinking of any individual part as like the voice of God, okay? What really helps me with this is the concept from dialectical behavioral therapy, DBT, called wise mind, okay? So the concept is, big hawk just flew by, that there's a Venn diagram that includes your emotion mind and your logical mind, okay? So a lot of your parts are going to be emotion mind, but a lot of them are also actually going to be logistical mind, okay? So examples of logistical mind are like you have to brush your teeth or else your teeth are going to fall out. Or you have to make your kid go to bed or else your kid's going to be a wreck tomorrow, okay? Logistical mind can make some really good points, but sometimes it can be too rigid, okay? Emotion mind examples are like, I'm never brushing my teeth ever again because I am so sick of it and I don't want to do it anymore and I don't care if my teeth fall out, right? Or I'm just too depressed to get off of the couch to brush my teeth, so it's not going to happen ever again, and I'm probably going to die here on this couch, right? So the wise mind is the Venn diagram where they cross over, and it's where that higher self, or that even if you want to think about it in like an identity shifting way, like your future self, they call it wise mind. It's this like parent, the perfect parent who would be able to balance everything without invalidating you, without being like, get your ass up and brush your teeth or you're not gonna get any screen time tomorrow. It's not that kind of parent, right? It's the kind of parent that says like, you're really tired and you really don't feel like brushing your teeth, and that makes so much sense. Would you like it if we just like swished some mouthwash tonight or ate an apple and then agreed to brush our teeth in the morning? Or would you like it if I brought the toothbrush over to the couch and you got to brush your teeth on the couch? Or would you like it if we said that, you could skip tonight and brush tomorrow, or any iteration of that? It's like working with the part instead of following the part's lead. So that emotion part is not going to be in charge. That logistical part is not going to be in charge. The wise mind is the one who's going to make the final decision. Sort of like when they tell you in parenting things like, listen to your kid, work with your kid, give your kid choices when possible, but ultimately that boundary is what's going to help your kid feel safe in the world and help like bond your relationship of trust. And so when we're coming to our parts, we want to be really validating. We want to be really respectful. We never want to tell them like, you don't make sense, or you're stupid, or shut up, or get away, or I'm not listening to you, or you don't even exist. Ignore them, which is what so many of us do. We don't want to criticize them. We don't want to put them down. We don't want to tell them they're stupid. We don't want to ignore them. What we want to offer them is that unconditional regard that therapists are supposed to offer us, right? That like, I love you no matter what. And we want to offer them a lot of validation. You make sense. I see where you're coming from. And then what we want to do is, and this is where some of the work of DBT is around, identifying values, is we want to have our like long-term goals so available, top of mind, like maybe even written on the screensaver of our phone, that we can refer to them even when we're in that really rigidity of the logistic mind, or emotionality of the emotion mind, so that we can say like, hey friend, I hear you that you don't want to brush your teeth, and we've had a lot of dental work recently, and it is one of our like long-term goals to reduce the amount of dental work we are doing, because you really don't like it, super uncomfortable, and B, it's using resources, financial resources and time resources that we would enjoy spending elsewhere. And so I'm going to support you in brushing your teeth tonight, even though it doesn't feel really right for you. And I really love you, and I want to make it feel as good as possible. So what version of it can we do? And in that way, we're supporting and validating and acknowledging all these little parts and all the messages that they send, because they're often gonna, they're developmentally stalled out, or they're just like really in a emotional or rigid place. And we don't want to expect them to be in charge. Also, when you put a little kid in charge, they feel scared, right? So we want to encourage them that they make sense and that we love them and care about them and respect them. And we're going to let them know that we're going to make the final decision, and we're going to support them with a good grounded decision that's based off of our values, so that they can trust us, so that they feel like they can have that little boundary. And then, the other thing to remember is that we're not going to always have the resources to tap into Wise Mind. So there's going to be times when we're like, you know what, I'm just too emotional, or I'm too tired, or I'm feeling too rigid to tap into. I think I just went to the wrong place. I was trying to not use my directions so that I could make this video, but I think I got turned around. Which direction should I go? I think I should go this way. Let's see. Yeah, because this is not where I thought it was. So anyways, we're not going to always be able to do Wise Mind. And so we do it when we can. And one of the best ways to support ourselves in having access to Wise Mind is to, I don't remember where this is, but we're going to go this way and see what happens. One of the best ways to have access to Wise Mind is to focus on the please skill, which is also from DBT, which is treat physical illnesses. So like take your meds, get rest if you're sick. Physical illness. E is for exercise, so move your body regularly. A is for avoid mood altering substances, whatever version of that is right for you. S is for get regular sleep, and the other E is for eat regularly, whatever is right for you in that way too. So the best way to support us having access to Wise Mind is to take care of our physical body, and then we can have the resources to listen lovingly to those parts of us that are sending messages or are blocking us from shifting behaviors or habits. Listen to them, respect them, trust them, and then make a good decision based off of the information that they're sharing with you, not necessarily doing what they say. So sometimes we're going to disappoint our parts while communicating love and respect and validation. Okay, love you so much.